shaking in your little boots. Okay, so I'm going to do a live video, and this is going to be for our Sarasota Dog Salon clients, and I'm also going to post it on our YouTube channel as well. But we have, over the last 4 years, we've acquired quite a few pets that in the beginning were very nervous to come in. And so I want to talk about what happens after you drop them off, because a lot of times they're nervous because they're feeding off of your energy. And once they get in here and realize that they're here and they're here for grooming and it's not a big deal, they calm right down. And so ways to kind of get your pet used to it and get them over their anxieties is really just your confidence and your trust in where you're leaving them and what they're having done at the salon. So when Lola first comes in, she's panting. Her tongue is like 3 times its size because she's so nervous. And basically after her bath and after she realizes like, okay, this is what I do every 5 or 6 weeks, she calms down. So like right now she's not panting, she's not stressed, she's not anxious. And her mom thinks that she is. So Yvonne, she's doing fine. And she always worries that she's a problem for me, and she's really not. She's one of the sweetest dogs, and we've been grooming her since a puppy, so she's really familiar with the process. So a lot of times with stress, if your dog is nervous to come in somewhere, and if they've been other places, usually after 3 or 4 times coming here specifically, they walk right in. But it starts outside the door. It starts at your home. It starts with your routine in the morning. It starts with you saying, hey, we're going to go see Shanna at the dog salon today. Or, hey, we're going to go and you're going to get a haircut today. Or you're going to have a spa day. Instead of you assuming that your pet is going to be stressed. So the difference in your body language and the tone of your voice is what the dogs pick up on before you even leave the house in the morning. So if you're dreading leaving your dog is going to dread going. So if you change your style of how you're prepping them in the morning for their day at the dog salon, instead of saying, oh, I know that you hate it, and I know that you're going to be really nervous, but it's going to be okay. And the worst thing that you can do for a dog, because dogs require your leadership, the worst thing that you can do is when they're shaking and nervous and panting, petting them and saying, it's going to be okay, it's all right, you're going to be okay. Because what that does is it reinforces their behavior of being anxious. So you petting your dog and saying it's going to be okay while they're nervous is only teaching them that you're telling them it's okay to be nervous right now. And it is, but they're looking for your guidance and your leadership and your confidence in what you're doing with them. They're not looking for you to say it's okay for them to be nervous. So when you're getting ready to leave the house in the morning, just try it. If your dog is nervous about going anywhere, whether it's the vet, the groomer, wherever you're going, some dogs are just naturally and genetically more anxious than others, okay? So try to change your body language. Try to change your tone and say, hey, we're going to go see Candy today, and we're going to go see your friends at the dog salon, and you're going to get to play. Change your energy about it. Another thing that you can do is, if your dog, you can lay down if you want to while I talk. If your dog is not well leash trained, okay? If they are pulling away from you, if they are running wherever they want to go and you don't have control over your dog, when you come and pull into the parking lot and your dog gets out, they're going to immediately run away. So training your dog on a leash is very helpful for the grooming process, because what do we expect them to do? Now this isn't tight, this is loose, okay? She has room to wiggle around. She doesn't really have room to lay down when I groom her, but that's okay. But she can lay down now. But if your dog is not well trained on a leash, then they are not going to be well trained to stand on a table for grooming. They're not going to be well trained to follow you into a building somewhere if they're not used to like if they're not used to leash training when you get out of the vehicle somewhere. So training your dog on a leash, having them respect the leash and understand what you're asking them to do. When you put a leash on them, they are supposed to stand right next to you, not run rampant and run crazy and run away from things. Because when they do that, they're not engaged with you and what you're doing. They don't care what you're doing. They're looking for some kind of direction on what to do. So leash training, changing your energy, your body language, the way that you're talking when you are bringing your pet anywhere, the salon, vet, wherever you're going. If you want to change your dog's anxiety, you have to change the way that you are setting them up. Because grooming is a training process. We can't expect dogs to naturally love this process, but if we set them up for comfort and confidence and our leadership, you can let Roxy out. Then they're going to get more and more confident each time they come here. So changing your energy, changing your vibes. I mean, Lola, yes, she's genetically just a little bit more nervous than other pets. But when her mom leaves with her nervous energy, saying that, you know, Lola, and I'm sorry for using you as an example, but it happens regularly every day. We see it every day. People are nervous to leave their dogs, and that is understandable. But once you get the confidence with us and what we do, you need to be confident in dropping your dog off with us and trusting them in our care, because that's what changes your dog's attitude for this process. So if you have questions, let me know. I'm actually, you know, Lola's doing great. I'm going to start to groom her just a little bit, just to kind of show you that she's definitely not the nervous. Roxy can go out. She's definitely not the nervous dog that her mom thinks that she is when she's here. And she's not a problem for me because I've been grooming her, you know, for a really long time, and she understands the process. And once her mom kind of leaves, and that's kind of my point is, you know, they pick up now. She's understanding my energy and my confidence and my leadership, and she stands here perfectly fine. You know, she likes to sit down sometimes, but that's okay. And so she does perfectly fine for the grooming process. But if your dog is really nervous, if they've been nervous at other places, if you're nervous about bringing them in, just do a couple of things to change that. Work on leash training them, especially when you're going to new places. Have them paying attention to you and right next to you, no matter where you're going. If you need help with that, I can help. Any of us can help. We have trainers that help with that also. It's a simple fix, but training your dog to a leash and having your dog understand the concept of the leash, it makes a big difference. And then changing the way that you set them up in the morning and prepare them for their day makes a huge difference in the way that the drop-off process works. Because we can't expect them all to be really excited to come in here and get a haircut, but at the same time, it's something that they should be used to. We're not giving them injections. Oh, it's okay. We're giving them a haircut. It may not be their favorite day, but it doesn't have to be something that they're afraid of. Right, Roxy? She's not panting, she's not nervous, she's not spinning in circles. And I was really just mainly doing this for Lola's mom to see that she's perfectly fine and she never gives me any trouble. She's a really good girl. if you guys have any questions. If you guys ever wanted to see how we groom your dog or how your dog does here, I'm happy to, you know, take a video and post it. And I'll be posting this YouTube channel, the Sarasota Dog Salon. I think I accidentally did this live on the Sarasota Shears Instagram. You guys didn't really need to see it, but anyway, you can share it. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.